But we've got the Everest this weekend at Royal Randwick, and that's fitting because of my next guest, because I've often said that Hedley Thomas is the Winx of Australian journalism, or I might have said the black caviar of Australian journalism, but you get the idea. He's won 7 Walkley Awards. In 2005, Hedley Thomas exposed the negligent Queensland surgeon Jayant Patel, now known as Dr. Death. That was a Hedley Thomas story. In 2007, Hedley reported on the police investigation into Mohammed Hanif, an innocent man accused of being a terrorist. And perhaps his finest work, the 2018 podcast, The Teacher's Pet. In the series, Hedley Thomas investigated the disappearance of Sydney mum Lynette Dawson in the early 1980s. That series was downloaded more than 30 million times. As a result, Lynette's husband, Chris, was charged with murder and is awaiting trial. He's pleaded not guilty. Now, Hedley Thomas is back. He's got a brand new podcast that launches today. It looks at the horrific murder of a young woman, Shandy Blackburn. In 2013, she was stabbed to death on her way home from a night shift in the Queensland town of Mackay.
Sir, I need you to concentrate on what I'm saying so we can help this lady. Please talk to me. Tell me exactly what's happened with her.
She don't look like she's breathing at all, man.
Sir, confirm for me, is she breathing?
No, she ain't breathing at all.
Is there a defibrillator available?
No, not at all, not at all.
That was the 000 call. Shandy's story is out today for subscribers of the Australian newspaper, and the 7-time Walkley Award winner Hedley Thomas is on the line. G'day, Hedley.
G'day, Ben. Thanks for having me, mate.
Thank you very much for jumping on the line. So, first of all, just tell me about Shandy's family and about your involvement in trying to bring justice for Shandy.
Yeah, Shandy's mother, Vicky, who lives in Mackay, just such a decent, strong woman for 8.5 years. She's wanted to have justice for her daughter, who was killed, Ben, just 75 metres from the home they shared in Mackay. Shandy, as you said, was walking home from work, and she got to the corner when an assailant rushed across the road, sprinting hard with a knife across a grassy field, and just launched into the most frenzied attack. And Vicky finds out about this 4 hours later when police knock on the door and tell her that her daughter has been cut down this way, and she and her other daughter, Shana, have given me every cooperation in this case, and I think they're hopeful that it will lead to something finally that will give justice to their daughter.
That moment when police turn up and break the news that their daughter is dead, I mean, it's really, really challenging to listen to, because you've got all the audio. You've got the audio of 000 calls of the microphones that are attached to the police body cam, so you hear the moment that they hear the news. I mean, they've obviously decided, look, as tough as this is to share, we want it shared. We want to find her killer.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, Ben. They have been so generous and I think strong in wanting it out there. And a lot of people, particularly when they're still grieving, would just not want this to be circulated because it's reliving their trauma. But Vicky realises that it's these kinds of recordings that have the potential to cause people who listen to just, disclose that some secret, some knowledge they have, to have their conscience pricked into telling police or me, what secret they've been holding, and that's what Vicky's prepared to do. She's prepared to risk her own, I think, balance that she's achieved in life for the months that this will unfold to hopefully get that end.
Hedley, let me ask you, who killed Shandy?
Oh, Ben, look, I'm not going to give you any kind of clue to that now. In fact, I'm still trying to work it out myself. There is a very jealous ex-boyfriend who was prosecuted for murder, and he was acquitted in less than 2 hours in the sugar town of Mackay by the jury there. So There's a lot of evidence relating to him, but did he do it? He's always denied that he had anything to do with it. There's a really significant focus in the podcast on the toxic relationship between him and Shandy. But there's another young fellow who called himself the Black Prince, and he's a local sort of gangster wannabe, a criminal who wields knives, who lived near Shandy. And, part of the story is really unpacking how the criminal justice system dealt with both John's ex-boyfriend and the other so-called suspect, William Daniel, and who actually ended up being on trial for the murder, despite only one being actually charged. So it's just such a interesting case in a town that I've known well over the years because my wife grew up there and I've been going there for 30 years. And it's just been such a privilege to do it and to get to know Vicky and Shunner and some of the other professionals involved in this case. The cops did a great job, in my view. This is not a bungled police investigation. This is just such a tragic story, but it really can still be solved.
Well, we know that when you turn your attention to something that you're like a dog with a bone. I've already heard episode 1, and it's absolutely riveting to listen to. And for subscribers of The Australian, you can download episode 1 today. For everyone else, you'll have to wait a little bit longer. Headley, well done, and I only hope for Shandy's family that we get to the bottom of this mystery.
Thank you. Thank you so much, mate.
Good on you. Headley Thomas. So you can download it today if you are a subscriber to the Australian newspaper. If not, you can become one, and then you can listen to episode 1. And if you're not, you can wait a little bit longer. It will be available to everyone else. Headley Thomas, Shandy's story. It's out today.